Welcome back, NFL fans. You're locked in for another trip through gridiron history, one forgotten classic at a time. Flashback to October 1, 1972. Packers stun the defending champs.
The Dallas Cowboys were looking for their third straight victory against the Green Bay Packers, but their early show of muscle soon dissipated before a rash of brutal mistakes.
On one sideline stood the legendary Tom Landry, in his 13th season leading Dallas. Already boasting a record of 90, 72, and 6, Landry was well on his way to 250 career wins and a Hall of Fame bust. Across from him was Dan Devin, early in his rocky Green Bay tenure, with a 5-9-2 record entering his second season. Markle had another chance to add points late in the second quarter, but his 27-yard attempt was blocked by Dallas safety Cornell Green. The Cowboys responded with a crisp 86-yard drive, capped by another Fritsch field goal. At halftime, Green Bay held a narrow 10-6 lead.
When Morton wasn't pressured, he fired aimless passes.
A fumbled Dallas punt gave the Packers prime field position at the Cowboys 17, but Markle missed a chip shot 16-yarder off the right upright. Moments later, Calvin Hill fumbled, and Green Bay's Willie Buchanan recovered at the 25. One snap later, John Brockington rumbled 23 yards, then punched it in from the 2 to put Green Bay ahead 10-3. Markle had another chance to add points late in the second quarter, but his 27-yard attempt was blocked by Dallas safety Cornell Green. The Cowboys responded with a crisp 86-yard drive, capped by another Fritsch field goal. At halftime, Green Bay held a narrow 10-6 lead. Dallas came out firing to open the second half. An 8-play, 80-yard drive featured a 19-yard run by Hill, a 29-yard pass to Bob Hayes, and a 10-yard scoring run from Walt Garrison. With the extra point, Dallas was back in front, 13-10.
The finishing touch was applied by Walt Garrison, who powered past Packer safety Jim Hill to a touchdown. But in the end, the world champions fell prey to their own errors. This interception by rookie Willie Buchanan, number 28, sealed the Cowboys' fate as Green Bay rode on the firm foot of Chester Markle, whose 22-yard field goal gave the Packers a 16-13 victory.
Green Bay pulled off the upset, toppling the defending world champs, despite a lackluster offensive showing. Scott Hunter completed just 4 of 17 passes for 53 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. The real story was turnovers. Morton threw 3 interceptions, and Dallas lost 2 fumbles. Green Bay didn't turn it over at all. A 5-0 margin in the turnover battle was the difference. Dallas's offense wasn't stagnant. Calvin Hill racked up 87 rushing yards. Garrison added 51 on the score. Hayes caught the ball 3 times for 72, and Lance Allworth added 55 receiving yards. But the Cowboys couldn't finish drives when it mattered. For the Packers, John Brockington carried the load with 91 yards and a touchdown on 26 carries. Leland Glass led the air attack with 2 catches for 31 yards. Both teams went on to finish the regular season strong at 10-4. Green Bay captured the NFC Central title, while Dallas secured a wildcard berth. In the playoffs, the Packers bowed out to Washington 16-3. Dallas outlasted San Francisco in a 30-28 thriller, but also fell to Washington in the next round, 26-3. Well, as for this day, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win. For Packers fans, knocking off the undefeated Cowboys that day in Milwaukee was a moment to remember. Tune in tomorrow for a trip back to 1926 for a game between the Duluth Eskimos and the Hartford Blues. Like, subscribe, follow. Thanks for watching.